idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. Huh. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct.
A designated commission?
There's no...
Yay! A festival!
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so...
Oh, well that's convenient enough.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with...
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity.
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time. Hello, little ones. I take it you have received...
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the... You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it!
My, such harsh words. Let me ask you, little ones, who...
Huh? But isn't...
Yes, that is true. Therefore, rather than sticking... Legend had every year, one of the five would... Thanks to them, Inazuma's... As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the five Kasen.
Sounds like a festival that...
Indeed. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the holding a cultural
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to... Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing... And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Ina's...
Whoa, that was close. Come on, Miko. You can't fool us. We know...
I can't deny... Well, what do you say?
Maybe a...
Come, let's pay... There we'll meet a special some...
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out.
Everything is going smoothly.
Please speak to President.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the 5 Kaasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are...
Oh, it's Ayata!
Preparing festival...
We were just about to...
Certainly. This Iridori, therefore. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Ashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations. I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so during the festival...
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure... According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Khasen portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Huh? Why's that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival... Now...
Mr. Honorary Knight, Paimon!
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the...
No, Albedo's the one who received the... But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days,
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma...
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 costumes.
It seems that you already know why... Oh, by the way...
Yeah, the...
Great. Let's get going.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived. Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Khasen.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Khasen by name, because of the sheer age of the tale. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly.
So when do the paintings...
According to the
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already...
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, just last month, I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working condition?
Of course, I would still prefer...
Oh, right! Who knows? Maybe Miss...
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee?
Okie dokie.
Fingers crossed he comes traveling with me. This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave. Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. Hey.
Well, the editor...
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on?
Oh, hey.
I'm looking for the editorial director.
Oh, hold on. Excuse me.
Yes?
My name is Kuroda. I do apologize.
Oh, no need.
Excuse me, but...
Huh?
Since you were all aware, to add to that, despite being aware that after considering these
well, earlier today, someone... The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo...
What? The books are missing?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but
Because of the dire situation?
I see. If Mr. Hiro...
So the author of A Legend of Sword...
Oh. Do you know him?
Shincho...
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
To request a fanfiction booth, please apply here.
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone-Deaf Bard. The suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is... indeed me.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from...
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze. If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh, Venti! You didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch! Your words wound me. You...
Similar means?
I merely...
But why weren't you on the same...
Well, once aboard, I found the cap, and when I woke up, I found my...
Coming from Venti?
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time.
Actually, I did...
Hmm? But if you clearly...
Oh.
Huh? What?
When it comes to burglars, they are... As for the sound of footsteps...
I see, but if that's...
No, not quite. From the fact that I've been present first. Whoever I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. It goes without saying that
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryou Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the...
Sarah's quite the meticulous one.
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly so... Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my... Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time...
Well, to properly compare the taste, I couldn't both.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be.
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is? Huh? That doesn't sound right. The invitation is pretty big, isn't it? And if it's in his shoe, he would feel it when he's walking.
Drinking too much may occasionally render the tongue a little numb, but it's true. It certainly wouldn't affect the feet.
Huh? Are you sure? His cape doesn't even have any pockets to put stuff.
Well, people do...
However, starting tonight, now if you'll excuse me.
There goes Sara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials regarding the 5...
Let's see here. Though there were once many stories, but at the very least...
So, is the info useful for your paintings?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking.
I am sorry that this information... Though Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself...
That does sound like some...
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask about. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be around. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is... You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Huh? Betty? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo.
Is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered... I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a spot on second...
Let me see. Suiko chapter.
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the Shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear.
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite pop that. Why leave the paper here in such a...
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion.
Hey! You just sobered up! And let's not forget that Albedo's still...
No, it's fine.
Wait a minute! What about your...
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, We'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Yes.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Well, Albedo, who will be...
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on...
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the
Do you think the mysterious person who left the...
It certainly is a possibility. Also, for example, the reference... It appears that throughout...
Yes. So for now...
Now 10% off.
Who is this Jamie keeps talking about?
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading. this rain keeps up, my fur will be dripping wet. Many people dread the sound of thunder. To me, it sounds fondly familiar. Dreadful ending. I didn't feel that. Life goes on.
Let's get down to business.
Right here.
There's more! Burn! I picked to the very test subject. What's one more opponent?
Right now, right here.
Take this!
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
To the berry.
Emerge, right here, right now.
Cut down. Like this.
If this rain keeps up, my fur will be wet. If this rain keeps up, my fur will be dripping wet.
Emerge. Lucky day.
Right here.
Finally, to the berry. Finally,
What a coincidence. I was wondering where my... Oh, can't I come in? Alright. As much as... Before bringing Klee here. However, Inazuma is... She hasn't complained. Fortunately...
Yay! Mr. Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Mr. Honorary? Yeah!
Aw, Klee! Paimons, anyway, it is pretty cruel not... Yep. Allow the almighty traveler...
Klee?
Yay! You bet!
As you know, Klee is... by which I mean... For instance, if a mountain... Glad to...
I promise I'll bring you back.
Great. I look forward...
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local...
Cuisine? What's that?
You know, food and drink. Paimon just meant we could take you to a local restaurant.
A restaurant? Wow, something smells so good. I think it's... Mr. Honorary Knight...
It's not noodly soup. It's
Oh.
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one?
Wow, don't...
Let me buy you an...
Really? Also, that's your allowance, right?
Oh, I remember...
Egg rolls are a piece of cake.
Really?
All right, we'll be waiting on...
For sale. Come and try some.
traveling.
Mr. Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls...
Story for sale. Come and try some. Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some. Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.